After gaining independence from Spain in 1821, Mexico was in a chaotic state. The government and presidency were continuously changing hands, the economy was declining, and there were numerous rebellions. Then, in the 1830s, the Republic of Texas gained its independence from Mexico. However, the borders between the two nations were never agreed upon. Meanwhile, the Americans were aggressively pursuing their belief of manifest destiny. However, a treaty with the British stopped them from expanding north of Oregon, so they turned their attention south. In 1845, the Republic of Texas and its many American inhabitants happily agreed to join the Union, but the Mexicans turned down the United States' offer to buy Santa Fe de Nuevo Mexico, Alta California, and the disputed regions in Texas. American troops were then sent into the contested border regions, but a scouting party was attacked by Mexican troops, and that gave the Americans a reason to go to war. However, many American politicians still viewed it as an illegal invasion. They started the war by quickly driving the Mexicans across the Rio Grande and sending a fleet to attack port cities along California, which encouraged the already revolting Californians to fight for the Americans. The US forces were then divided into two. One, under the leadership of future President Zachary Taylor, went south and conquered Monterrey, while another headed west, easily taking Santa Fe and eventually Los Angeles at the start of 1847. Revolts in Mexico City halted a counterattack and allowed Zachary Taylor's army to seize Buena Vista. However, President Polk grew suspicious of Taylor's political ambitions, so sent another army to take Veracruz. This army had the likes of Stonewall Jackson, Robert E. Lee, Ulysses S. Grant, and Matthew Perry in its ranks. They moved from Veracruz to Mexico City, fighting off all the Mexican attempts to stop them, even though they were heavily outnumbered. They moved into Mexico City in September 1847. Santa Anna, the Mexican president, fled the city, and a peace treaty was signed in early 1848, surrendering all the Mexican land above the modern-day border to the United States, except for a small part of southern Arizona and New Mexico, but that was bought later in 1853. The newly acquired land was the new frontier in America, the Wild West. The regions became even more influential after the Californian gold rush in the 1850s. On the downside, however, the new territory created a lot of tension, as no one could agree whether slavery would be allowed in them or not. The Compromise of 1850 was a result of these disagreements, and the whole debate was one of the causes behind the US Civil War.